Hey everybody, welcome back to Fantasy Theory. In this video, we're going to go over the Rotten Tomato scores for the House of Dragons Season 2, and they look pretty good. So before we start, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you're excited for Season 2 of House of the Dragon. We're going to be breaking it down every week for every new episode, starting in a couple weeks. This season should be great. I believe they have 4 seasons planned, but this is Season 2 for now, so let's get into it. House of Dragons Season 2 debuts with an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 19 reviews. And as I was checking it now, it's up to 20 reviews and it's at a 90%. So this is only the critics that are talking about this right now, so their fans aren't in it yet. But if you want me to make a follow-up video with the fans' reactions to it, because I'm sure they're going to be good, because House of Dragon is great show, great first season, I'll do it. But we're going to go through all of the critics' reviews right now and just talk about it, see what the critics are saying about Season 2. I don't know if they saw the whole Season 2 or just a couple episodes of Season 2. I don't really know how this works, because usually I feel like they only see the first couple episodes, but it seems like they rated the whole season, which, like HBO, let me get some early screening of this, because I want to see this early too. While it takes a few episodes for House of the Dragon to crescendo into the sort of grand violent spectacle that the series does better than pretty much anything else on TV, there are enough nuggets of incident to satisfy viewers' bloodlust. That's very broad, but let's keep going. With so much complexity and visual impact, House of the Dragon simply might just be the best fantasy television show of the decade, and more than lives up to the legacy of this franchise. Above all else, House of Dragon remains a spiky, acidic human drama, an astute, timely, and well-performed study of the way power and wisdom are so often mutually exclusive. These are getting deep, these reviews. I was expecting great action, great dialogue. They're going deep. If you thought you had built up cast iron stomach immune to whatever horrors the Game of Thrones franchise may hurl your way, think again. Now, I think this certain review is referring to a certain blood and cheese moment, because I heard this season has that moment, which is one of the most horrific moments in all of the Game of Thrones books, and is also rumored to just have many battles and a lot of blood. In its second season, Hot D remains a show that mistakes confusion for complexity, hurling waves of thinly defined, often interchangeable characters at the audience and hoping no one will mind because here be dragons. And that is a rotten one. There's, I think, 2 rotten ones here, and that's one of the 2. I don't know what this guy saw. I mean, it seems like he's in the minority here with only 2 of these, but let's continue. In Season 2, House of the Dragon feels like less of a major event than a new season of Game of Thrones has ever felt, but it doesn't feel like just another show either. It's in its best moments, it's still the grandest TV available. Summer is coming. And for those eager for an alternative to sunburn, football, and queues at the airport, House of the Dragon has all you could require for a roaring good time. I was worried about the understandable temptation to make everything more action-packed in Season 2, like a sequel that misunderstands the appeal of the original, but that's not the case. Okay, so I see here that this person rather more dialogue, more build-up, rather than action-packed episodes, which is understandable. I mean, that's probably what made Season 1 really great, was all of the dialogue, I would think. I mean, I'm more of an action-packed guy, so this review kind of hurts me a little bit, but I think they're going to have a good balance between the two from what I'm seeing. For fans of Westeros, its institutes soap opera, lavish world building, and theatrical tragedy, House of the Dragon Season 2 delivers everything you love and then some. It's Claudius, with movie monsters, medieval history sprinkled with magic. We spend more time with each of the main characters, freed from the time-hopping constraints of Season 1, and as such we get a deeper, more satisfying dive into them. Cook, in particular, is great as Alicent. Okay, so we get more fleshed out characters instead this season, which is good to hear. I love to hear that. House of the Dragon has some Vagar-sized flaws, but it remains a bloody good time and still feels like an event television. Now, this is what makes Game of Thrones so special, that every episode feels like an event. None of them feel, or should I say House of Dragon, none of them feel like they're just throwaway episodes, they're filler episodes. They all serve a greater purpose. You must sit down and watch and pay attention. House of the Dragon is still beautifully made and performed in Season's 2 opening pair of lengthy episodes, but these messy family dynamics can be frustrating rather than fascinating when there's so much at stake and so little being done. I feel like this one is a little bit of a mean one, I'm not going to lie. There's no rushing at the battles here without making sure everyone understands the consequences of what comes next. So when the dragons finally dance, the reaction is not one of awe, but of devastation. I love this review. I feel like that's exactly what you want to hear in these reviews. House of the Dragon Season 2 properly begins the dance of the dragons and its mostly strong return from the Game of Thrones prequel. House of Dragon may come across like a diminished scion of a once proud house, but honestly, I'll take whatever reminders of former glory I can get. The plot lurches forward. The characters focus on what we've already seen. New developments on either front do little to raise our curiosity. Score is a C+ here. This is one of the 2 rotten scores that we got in this, but I don't know, I wouldn't really pay much attention to these. Even when it too closely resembles its legendary predecessor, Condell's series is a gripping portrait of the eternal hunger for wealth, pleasure, power, and supremacy. Calling something as tragically rendered as the season of House of Dragon isn't fun, but it's utterly compelling and expertly crafted television. And the final one, the quieter, slower, but just as bloody seasons allow the show's character to develop so that their inevitable deaths carry more weight. Interesting. Now, do they mean inevitable deaths because they've read the books, or they just seen the whole season and they're just spoiling the season for certain people to die? I mean, it's Game of Thrones, it's House of Dragon, people are going to die, but it's just, did you just spoil some things for me? What the hell? But it seems like they're fleshing out characters more. They're going deeper into character lore. They're not really focusing on action, but I'm hoping that maybe they're kind of balancing it a little more. It seems like a step in the right direction, which I had no doubt from House of Dragon. I'm so excited for the show. But those are all the reviews. Let me know what you think of the reviews, which one you kind of agree with the most if you had a guess before seeing the show. Leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Have an incredible day.